Good evening, students. This is chemistry session today, and because previous chapter is completed, so I am going to start the new chapter, acids, bases, and salt. And we have taken the topics acids, bases, and indicators. So let us see what are acids and bases. As you have studied earlier classes, what are acids? Acids are sour in taste and it turns blue litmus into red. These things you have studied in earlier classes. And similarly, what are bases? Bases are those substances which are bitter in taste and they turns red litmus into blue. These are the general characteristics of acids and bases. But according to modern concept given by Arrhenius, what is the definition? What are acids? Acids are those substances which produce hydrogen ions in aqueous solution. Acids are those substances which produce hydrogen ion in aqueous solution. Acids are classified into two groups. Strong acids and weak acids. What are strong acids? Those substances which ionizes completely in aqueous solution. and produce hydrogen ions. For example, as you know, hydrochloric acid, HNO3, nitric acid, H2SO4, sulfuric acid. So these acids are strong acids. And similarly, what are weak acids? Those substances which ionize incompletely and produce less hydrogen ions. For example, carbonic acid, this is H2CO3, and ethanoic acid, this is CH3COOH. These are weak acids and these are strong acids. Now take a screenshot of it. Now let us see what are bases. Bases are those substances which produce hydroxide ion that is OH minus in aqueous solution. Now bases are of two types: strong bases For example, sodium hydroxide NaOH, potassium hydroxide KOH, and magnesium hydroxide MgOH whole twice. These are strong bases, and there are weak bases. Weak bases have few examples like ammonium hydroxide, sodium hydrogen carbonate. These are weak bases. And now let us discuss about indicators. What are indicators? These are actually chemical substances which indicate the presence of an acid or a base in a solution by changing its color. By changing its color. So we have some natural indicators and some synthetic indicators. So let us see some natural indicators. Litmus is a natural indicator. Litmus turmeric, clove oil, these are onion, these are natural indicators. Litmus is actually, it is purple color dye, it is purple color dye and it is extracted from lichen. It is extracted from lichen. And turmeric, it is also natural indicator. And stain of curry on white cloth gives yellow color, but on applying soap changes to reddish brown. And there are some synthetic indicators. Synthetic indicators which are widely used. There are two main synthetic indicators which are widely used in laboratories, and they are methyl orange and phenolphthalein. Methyl orange and phenolphthalein, these are synthetic indicators. Methyl orange, it gives red color, in acid, and it gives yellow color in basic solution. And it is orange color if solution is neither acidic or basic, that is neutral. Okay, now take a screenshot of it. Now this is a table for indicators, and you can see litmus solution, methyl orange, phenolphthalein, these are indicators, and how these indicators change their color in acid, base or neutral medium. So litmus in neutral, it gives purple color, and in acidic medium it changes to red, and when the solution is basic or the solution contains some base dissolved in that, then it changes to blue. And now methyl orange, it is in neutral solution, it is orange color, and in acidic solution it gives red color, and when the solution is basic it gives yellow color. And now phenolphthalein, which is a synthetic indicator, it is colorless in acidic solution. In neutral it is also colorless, but in basic solution it gives pink color, because phenolphthalein indicator is colorless indicator and it remains colorless in acidic solution, but in basic solution it changes to pink. So you can remember this table and you can know whether the unknown sample is acidic or basic or neutral. Now take a screenshot of it. Now this session is over, and we will discuss some more topics like chemical properties of acids and bases in the next video. Thank you, students.